How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. And in this live stream, we're going to be doing a little bit of a build. And then I'm going to be getting you to choose some of the cars that we're going to do over the next few... After I've done Gold Mining Simulator season, then we're going to be back into doing cars and stuff. So you got the choice to do stuff tonight. It's all good. Don't worry. Mr. Mannering will be fine. Need to go to a barn, though. I want to go to a barn. Want to have a look around. I want to see if we can pull a project out of there for now. I think that'll do us for just for something. It'll just do us alright. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yes. There we are. Rightio. So, doing a barn. We'll do a barn. Do a barn. Off we go to a barn. Oh, we can't do barn. No locations available. Why not? I've got maps, haven't I? Oh, it's because I haven't read them. Yeah. We've got all this stuff. Oh, man, I need to get rid of all this. Just get rid of it all. It's fine. Sell parts, yes. The Real Buddha. How you doing, buddy? Welcome, and thank you very much for being the first one here. Do we want to do this barn? Yes. We're going to do one barn. I'm going to pull a car out of it. I'm going to see what we can get from there. Bam, bam, bam. Ben Swadding, how you doing? Welcome. So yeah, we're doing this tonight. And then tomorrow, I haven't decided what I'm actually going to be streaming. Old Yeller, how you doing, bud? Welcome. So tomorrow, I'm thinking of doing the office game where like I've got to make money and I've got to put storage out and stuff like that. So like I did a video of it a couple of days ago. And I might do that. It's just all winding down for like the big season mode for like Gold Mining Sim. Because we will be doing a season mode. And I haven't touched any of the new DLC stuff since it came out. So I'm like, don't know how it's gonna go. I'm probably gonna be last. And a couple of us are doing a we're doing a no Franks playthrough, so we're not using Frankensteins, which is like that's gonna be heavy. My complete accident. I'm wearing my Hybridsteel t-shirt whilst. Well, that's okay, man. It's not an accident. If it's comfortable, it's all good. This is from Bulletproof or yeah, was it Bulletproof? Film with Jason Statham in it. Death Proof. That's the one. Was it Death Proof? Oh. Oh. Death Ride? I think it was Death Race. That's the one. Well undefined. I knew one of us at some point would get around to it. So I just want to take a little project car, really. Jason Statham fan. I don't mind Jason Statham films. He all plays the same sort of character though, doesn't he? Just that sort of rough and tumble, ready to go Londoner. Well, and we got a choice. And you know what? Let's say we're on a budget. How much is this? This in itself is expensive. It's 15 grand, right? And this supercar is gonna be like 100 grand in it. It's a McLaren P11. It's expensive. That I cannot afford. Right. I probably won't be able to afford this either. That's 114. Yeah, I cannot afford to do this car as well. So I'm gonna have to take the cheap car. Guy's made a name for himself, and he has earned his stardom as an ex-stuntman. Yeah. Right, buy this. We gotta buy this car. Basically, I'm gonna buy it, clean it up, and then we'll be alright. Oh dear. Oh, and I put. Oh, I did. I sent it to the car park, didn't I? Send it to the car park. I shouldn't have sent it to the car park. Move to garage. Your portal gun's coming along. Excellent. I haven't watched Expendables 4 either. I think I stopped at 3. Yeah, hold on. Which one was 4? You watched Beekeeper. Is it any good? Because I heard it's alright. I haven't checked it out myself. But that is because I don't really watch a lot of films anymore. It's okay. There we go. Disgusting. It's a typical action, but yeah. Sort of the reason why I haven't watched it. Well, I'm not seeing any liquids in this car, like, at all. Fantastic. So, that's all missing. Waking up this morning was a fun experience. See this? Yeah, I saw that. The thing is I genuinely think that the suggested section in the Hydroneer Discord needs to be shut down now, like just closed off. The reason why is the game isn't having any more updates. Nothing else is going to be added into it. Add a suggested for mod section, but that the game doesn't need a suggested section anymore. If it's not going to have any more updates, why have it? Just my 2 cents on the whole thing, though. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just a moron. Yes. Yeah. The thing is, I can understand a suggestions page for like whatever Max is going to be cooking up next, but doesn't need one first. By the way, if you guys are wondering how I got $149,000, go and watch my last video because it explains how and what we did for it. You would rather listen to me than any other political leaders. Oh, I mean, that's because I'm not a political leader, and I don't have enough money to be a political leader. I would be like leader of the poor party. Like we'd all be skimping together for a packet of crisp and a pint of Coke. My first declaration as Prime Minister or MP of the Poor Party is we all have to chip together to get ourselves a packet of Ready Sorty Walkers and a pint of Coke going down to the local pub, okay? Start a GoFundMe. The pint of lager and a packet of Chris Club. Yep, I can see that happening. Man, I love having a 3D printer making crap like a porker. It's cool, man. See, I can't have things like that. I have kids. So when does Pepsi start? I don't know, man. I haven't even reached out to them. I've got to be honest. I should just say, hi, dear Pepsi. I'm willing to like be sponsored by you because I drink Pepsi Max every single stream. But that's the thing. I also drink like I don't drink energy drinks as such, but I drink like Sneak from time to time and things like that. So I have been tempted to go for one of those like sponsorships from one of those like those companies because you can get in. There's one called Wraith that sort of sums me up quite nicely because the amount of like Grim Reapers I have tattooed to me. I could just go with Wraith. And it's like, yeah, they're such a solid drink. So I might reach out to them at some point. I'm drinking Pepsi right now. Yeah, I'm drinking normal Pepsi, and it's like I can taste the difference between normal Pepsi and Pepsi Max. There's just too much. There's so much sugar in normal Pepsi. It's not great. Right, we need to get all this stripped down. and we'll be alright. Oh, I'm all belchy now. I prefer my whiskey. I don't, apart from like going out to a mill, I don't drink anymore. Like, I think all that day's behind. Unless I win like a bottle of whiskey or something from a tombola, I don't drink anymore. Just don't know. Just doesn't appeal to me anymore. I think I've officially, like, I wouldn't say I've grown out of it. I just don't think I need it anymore. Saying that though, I was in a shop the other day and Logan kept like yabbering, and I know we were in B&M because the new one in town just opened up. So we're in the new B&M, and Logan was sitting there yabbering along like he always does, and he gets to a point where he gets quite excited about stuff, and it's like, all right, you got calm down. We're in a shop, and he's going, Daddy. I'm like, seriously, if I would now, I'd be drinking right now. He goes, why? I was like, because you make me drink. But no, I haven't touched alcohol for so long now. Literally, my only vices now are literally like large packets of crisps and Pepsi Max, and like obviously fatty, crappy food that I eat on a regular basis. But that's why I go to a gym. But I gotta be honest, I've got to sort of cut down on the snacking side of things now. Because even though that I'm weightlifting, and it's like, you should eat more to do this, I'm like, I don't think I need to eat as much as I do. So I need to like just cut down. You're eating what you can afford. Pretty much, yeah. So but I'm eating... So the average person has like a balanced meal. I don't. Smile Dog, how you doing, buddy? I take a lot of like vitamins instead of eating like broccoli. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So I do take like a daily vitamin pill. And then I do take a protein shake, which comes with like proteins and other bits and pieces as well. I started putting creatine in that as well, because it's more balanced for what I need to do. But I think a lot of my meals are literally just meat now. But then I do sit there and just go, I'll have a giant packet of Watsits, like the giant ones. So the bag's like this big. And I'm like, yeah, that'll do me. It's all good. But no, I know I need to just stop doing that. So yeah, it's just all these little things inside me are just like, yeah, we need to stop doing this so we can cut some weight, so we can look a bit better. Instead of eating like, 4 chicken steaks, I might have like 2 chicken steaks and some rice. that's maybe where I should be going. Because I will just cook up 4 chicken steaks and just eat that. I'm done. Last time you had a steak was over 3 years ago. I don't eat... actually, I don't eat steak. Maybe I should. But then the problem with like beef and stuff is that you're seeing a lot of the grease that comes off of the processed stuff. It's like, nah, that's alright. I don't want to touch that. It's weird, right? I'm an unhealthy, healthy person. It's very strange. At least you're not vegan. No, I could never be a vegan. Oh, no way. Never gonna happen, dude. Never, never, ever could that ever happen. I enjoy meat too much. And I know that's what she said. Ah, there's still a gearbox in it. Damn it. Last time I had a good steak, I can't remember, and I buy a good steak, and I'm talking about one of those like 2.5. Like, oh, okay, so not the Asmund Gold steak. I do find no, sorry. No. So Asmund Gold eats steak nearly every single day, but he eats like quite a thin steak every day, like every day, without fail. So I know he eats sort of he eats within his means. That's the reason why he only eats like 1 or 2 meals a day. That's technically where I should be. I should be 1 or 2 meals a day between sort of like 12. I think it's 12 and 6 so I shouldn't have like a breakfast. But because I weightlift, I should. So it's quite weird to balance me out at the moment. I will find like a happy medium, but it's not easy. I did take the I didn't take the gearbox out. Oh. But no, I could never be a vegan. I've seen those people. It almost seems to be as soon as you turn into a vegan, you turn into an arsehole as well. Well, no offense, but that's what that's. If you are a vegan, I apologise for that. But that's all you see online. You just see lots and lots of vegans who are just not. They're just arseholes. And I feel sorry for the people who are just like, no, I'm just going to live my life. I want to be a vegan, and I'm not going to preach to other people. I commend that. Thank you very much for listening to everyone else. But I just don't like the militant vegans. The ones that won't even go through Birmingham because it has the word ham in the name. You know, that sort of thing. I know it's a Bill Bailey joke. If you've seen Bill Bailey, yes, I ripped him off. And I just went to the paint shop. Didn't want to go to the paint shop. I want to go to the car wash. At the car wash. I do like pork. So I had chicken for dinner. Evening Claus. How you doing, buddy? This actually isn't a bad colour car. I like this. So we need to go to the paint shop. Oh no, we can't do paint shop yet because we have to put the doors on it first. So this has to go to car lift 1. Doing good? Excellent. I saw a joke. What's the hardest part of being a vegan? Not telling anybody. It is. That is the hardest part, apparently. Because apparently everybody must know. The thing is, I haven't got a problem with vegans as such, right? Because most of the vegans, I say most, right? Most sit there and just go, huh, okay, you're going to eat meat. I'm not going to do meat. It's okay, don't worry. And I can accept that because you're living your life, I'm living mine, and that's all good. The ones I don't like are the ones that preach, like the vegan teacher who's just whack job, and just there's a guy who makes videos on YouTube and Facebook and everything. It's like, oh, would you do this? It's like, actually, yes, I would. I would kill a baby and eat. You know, you do it just to annoy them, just so you can have that I don't know, just to smirk at them. Really, it's like the ones that are like, oh, well, this is a dead cow that's on the table. All right, cool, that's a steak. Well, would you eat that if that was a baby? Okay, was the baby dead before? Because, you know, post-apocalyptic world says I can. You know? It's like the people who go, well, I couldn't eat a dog. Why not? China do. You're off. Catch you later, Ben. Have a good one, mate. Enjoy yourself. Sleep well. Don't sleep too deep or someone with a knife and fork's coming at you. Yeah, nom nom. Oh. Yeah. But it was like if you look at all the studies that when they show you the animal deaths that occur when they're making avocado plantations and things like that. It's like they kill hundreds and thousands of animals to plant certain things, like tofu. It's ridiculous. But there you go. Can't have it both ways. Well, you can. But yeah, if it's an animal or a plant or anything, you can eat it. You are allowed. Yeah. The other one I find funny is when what was it? I've got to try and think of this now. Oh, it's gone out of my head. Oh, how you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you very much for asking, buddy. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember what I was going to say now. It sucks. Ah, it couldn't have been that important. If I can't remember, that means it's not that important. Oh, no. There it is. Yeah. So, the ones that get me are the ones that go, well, you shouldn't eat cows because cows are living creatures. I'm like, okay, cool. Without cows, there wouldn't be any cows. Well, there would, because they would be roaming around the countryside. No, there wouldn't, because we breed them to eat them, and we breed them to take, to milk them. So we have like nutrients in the milk and stuff like this. And they're like, well, no, because if you didn't eat cows, then they would just be like, oh, they'd just be free. It's like, no, they wouldn't, because we wouldn't breed them anymore, because there's no point in keeping them. Same with sheep. There are some vegans who are against sheep, because you're not supposed to take the wool from a sheep because they need the wool to live. It's like, no, we shear them so they can live. Have you seen Rocky the sheep? The dude had he couldn't move. He was just a cloud. All of his wool was all mangled and it was just one big tattered coat basically. He couldn't move and he would have died if he'd have stayed in it. We shear the sheep because we have bred them to grow their wool faster. That is why we have sheep. Yeah, 80 pounds of wool. It was an absolute beast. He was just a non-sky cloud with tiny little legs, and he couldn't move them properly. But yeah, so as I said, I haven't got a problem with a lot of vegans. It's the ones that have, yeah. We'd have unlived the cows. Exactly. You would be responsible for the genocide of cows. If you decided never to eat, if the whole world decided, hey, we're not going to eat beef anymore, we're not going to drink milk anymore, so what are we going to do with the cows? Well, they're costing us loads of money to keep them, so what are we going to do with them? Got to kill them all. Got to do it. Because we can't afford to keep them up. Shame that. But they don't see that. Yep, get the giant water pistols out. Oh, I got to break the suspension down. We haven't taken apart the engine. And the wheels, we haven't done the wheels. Guess what we're doing first? Yeah, they kill plants on a by day, and they kill animals as well to grow their plants. A lot of fields that are dedicated to growing things like tofu and all the vegetables and stuff they get imported all around the world. You have to clear loads and loads of bush to plant all this stuff, which means you get rid of natural habitats of animals, and then you have to use lots and lots of pesticides and poisons to get rid of everything so you can grow your tofu. It is that bad. But why don't they do either? Are we talking about cows? Well, yeah, they wouldn't live anyway. We just wouldn't breed them anymore. Same with pigs, sheep. So pigs, sheep, basically anything that exists on a farm, you wouldn't keep. How many huge horned cows do you see in the wild? None. Exactly. They're in Scotland, but they get bred. Fun fact, something like 80% of plants that we grow are fed. Yeah, they are fed back to animals. It's because there's not enough vegans to eat them all. We're not doing our jobs right. We need to feed the vegans. First rule of the Paupers Club, which is this club, by the way. They say it's better for the environment to get their beans and stuff from the other side of. Well, that's the other thing. I mean, avocados get grown predominantly in California, So you have to take your avocados from California, get them packed in Argentina. So you have to take them from one place, ship them to Argentina, and then ship them back to distribution offices, and then ship them all over the world. So yeah, the carbon footprint on an avocado is ridiculous. I find it quite funny that these are the argument points. They're like, well, no, but we're supposed to be doing good. If you want to do good, stop shipping shit across the world. Just calm the fuck down. It's that simple. This is what I like. I like having like a little chill session where we're just ranting and raving and we're just having a laugh. And we're just taking a piss where we can and just like, you know, getting all those things out of our heads that we enjoy. I need to buy like 20 of these. Do. Oh, that's another one. Brake caliper. We got to buy 4. Just going to buy 4 of them because we got 4 wheels. That's the logic. Fuse, rear springs. Cool. I'm going to buy 2 of those because, you know. Front exhaust section. Buy it. That's another fuse. Brake pads. We'll buy 4 of those. Have you ever watched HGP? What is HGP? You're going to have to, like, tell me because I ain't got a clue. But he is hoof trimmer. No, I've never seen him, but I know what a hoof trimmer is. Never seen him, but alright, cool. He's up in Scotland. Oh, okay. No, I don't know him. Never seen the channel. But that sort of stuff is quite interesting. It's weird, I know. But I can sit there and watch some really strange stuff. On a daily basis, I watch a channel, well, whenever he uploads a video, I watch a channel called Scrap and Pallet Man. Guess what he does? I tried to cast to YouTube the other day, but it didn't work. Huh. That's strange. What is wrong with people's computers? You and Diesel, you seem to have some really major issues doing this. Like how real smokies are made to. That's cool. Jason Carter, how you doing? You think you fudged up? You know, from a fellow tech bro, right? You seem to have some major issues. How? How is what I'm saying. Can you remember that when that Beyond Burger was the thing and everyone was raving about it? Everyone realised it was shit. Yeah. That happens. That happens with like most of the vegan options and stuff. It's like the vegetarian sausage roll from Greg's. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's like amazing," and then no one really talks about it anymore. I mean, it's almost like no one cares. You know, it's strange. I really, you know, it's really odd. Actually, how much of this stuff have I got to buy? Quite a bit, actually. Yeah, but that doesn't explain the McPlant. Never had one, and I'm not willing to try one. I like chicken. I go to McDonald's and I order chicken. I go to Burger King, I order chicken. I go to KFC and I guess what I order? Chicken. I've never had one, but I'm alright. You don't even have veg with your roast dinner. I mean, if I'm having a roast, then yes. The original chicken legend, yeah. There we go. Yeah, now you're talking. Yeah. Yeah. Ba-ba. Why have I just bought loads of steering wheels? KFC is not all it's cracked on me. I gotta be honest, I like KFC. How's it going for this Friday? I'm doing alright, man. Doing alright. The thing is, in the UK, we don't really have a lot of options when it comes to like sun fried chicken. We have KFC or other people who make sort of KFC style restaurants. There is one which is local who will deliver to my front door, and they're called La Chusa. But their supplier is the same people who make KFC. I can guarantee that because it's the same poxy stuff. Everything that comes through is exactly the same. So it's basically, it's not even a poor man's KFC because it's the same price as a KFC. But yeah, we don't have like, I think there's like one Popeyes, and I think it's in Gravesend. So I'm not really willing to travel to Gravesend for a Popeyes. Even though I've got friends who live like near London, they're like, "Oh my god, yeah, it's really good." Okay. What car am I working on? It's called a Sixion, I think it is. I don't know why I'm buying these chairs, but I'm buying them. We're working on this. We just got a Popeyes in Nottingham. That's cool, man. We've got a Wendy's nearby, which is all right. I mean, the meals are okay. They're not massively expensive, and it's like, all right, okay, well, you know, it's all right. The kids sort of eat it. And then we've got a Taco Bell, but I blatantly refuse to go to Taco Bell. I'm not a racist. It's the fact that I don't want the shits. Every single person I've ever spoken to who goes to Taco Bell always goes, "Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that." You know? And I'm not a big fan of that. You would never eat KFC or any FF chicken house ever again. I probably wouldn't, but yeah. The thing is it's just one of those things, because in the UK we don't have a lot of, I would say we don't have a lot of variety when it comes to like a southern fried chicken place. We just have lots of like fake away stuff. So that's a bit of the problem. I went to Iowa in 2016 for what y'all have fried chicken you make up for in fish and chips. You went to IOW. Where's IOW? Yeah, we got a lot of fish and chip shops. Isle of Wight. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got a lot of fish and chip shops. I think it's British law that every single town has to have one. It's what it feels like. You go anywhere in the UK, it's like, what's around? There's a fish and chip shop. All right, cool. I'm fine. I think it's just like county law. Yeah, we've got generalised chicken stalls. Yeah. I felt like it was so many curry takeaways. Yeah, so there's a lot of Indian takeaways and stuff. Yeah. That's just like normal around here. I mean, where I live, I live in a small village. When I say small village, I say max like capacity for at the moment is around like 10,000 people, which may seem a lot, but it's not a lot. You never really see 10,000 people in one place, and just on, because there's one road that has like shops on it. That's it. There's two Indians. There's one at the top of town, and there's one 500 yards from my front door. And on a Saturday night, so tomorrow night, if I open the windows and the wind is blowing towards this flat, all you can smell is kebabs, fish and chips, and Indian takeaway. That's all you can smell. Not gonna lie, travelling from US to UK, me and my dad went to Weatherspoons. 9%. The reason why people don't like Weatherspoons in this country is because of the guy who runs it. Because during COVID, he basically just said, all my staff can go and get another job, I don't care. So since then, people don't like him. And he is a bit of a jeb end. But we've been to Weatherspoons since. That's just how it is. You know, you go there because it's cheap and cheerful. And the meals aren't that bad. I live in a village that was so small, yeah, I used to live in a place called Hawkhurst that was like that. You blink and it was like, oh, I'm outside. Very, very similar. Right, so we got to build the suspension. £9 for a burger and a pound. But that's good. Yeah, like a burger and a beer meal was like £10, and it's like done. Pint of Foster's. I'll have a pint of Foster's. I'll have my burger meal. I'm fine. So I still go to his places every now and then, but I'm not one of those like devout religious people who are like, oh my god, I need to go to Weatherspoons because it's like the best club in the world. It's not. It's not the best. It's just cheap and cheerful. It's all right. But yeah, during COVID, he was a bit of a knob, and that's why people don't like him. Which I completely understand. The thing is the people that still work for him now, they're the reason why I sort of go back, because his staff are actually not bad. You know, it's not their fault that their owner is a bit of a prat. Give me a home barbecue any day? Yeah. You don't get judged for eating loads then. You ever notice that? You go to a restaurant and you order a meal, and if you order anything extra, you're like, oh, you have an extra? Why is that? Go have a barbecue at home. Oh, do you want an extra sausage? Do you want extra this? Are you sure you got enough? Do you want some more? Are you sure? Are you sure? We're not going to judge you. It's fine. Well, but when you go out, it's a social thing. You're not allowed to eat too much food. You still have to be hungry afterwards, so you can go to the kebab shop when all your friends have left. That's how it is. That's life. I cook for the 500 even though... Man, that sounds good. I'd love to open an American-style barbecue shop in the UK. Mate, you do that, you'll have a winning solution of money. Because there isn't one. This country is very sort of like, you're stuck in its ways of what people eat. Until something new comes along, they're like, ooh, something's new. And they always do it. Always. Yep. The speed limit was 25 miles an hour here, and the country sheriff was sat in the church at the town, was constantly writing speeding tickets. That was cool. At least he had a job then. That's like if you're in the US, they dare you to eat more. See, that's the one problem with that whole like, oh, we dare you to eat more thing is that people eat more and then they wonder why there's an obesity epidemic. It's like, that's because you're eating more. But it's the same in the UK. You'll go out for a meal with your friends and you think, well, I can't really have much else because if I eat more, then people are going to be like, well, you shouldn't have eaten that, you shouldn't have done this. And you get judged. And that's why when you leave all your friends, you go off to the fish and chip shop or you go to this, that and the other. When I used to DJ, so when I used to work an excessive amount of hours, I used to be able to eat a lot more food because I was always active. So I was always doing something. I was always going off. I was always doing this. And that was just good for me. I was able to do stuff, which was all right. So I would normally I'd normally be like 4 meals a day. And that would keep me going like all day and I'd be fine because I'd work like 14-hour days. Or close to 14-hour days every day. So eating that much was good for me. But as I've got older, Obviously, it's not that good for me. Do need a fuel tank, a fuel thing. I'm 1/4 English. My nan left during World War II as an American Navy soldier during the V2 bombs. So where did your nan originally come from? Because the UK, I mean, even though it's not a massive place, it's still sort of like, oh wow, you came from up there. All right, it's not bad up there. And if you've never sort of been to these places as like an American or like someone who doesn't live here, yeah, Portsmouth. Ah, that's where the old Titanic like sailed from, isn't it? Yeah. It's all right down there. It's not bad. It's a harbour town. Well, I say town. I mean, it's quite a big place. I can't... I'll give me a second. Once I get my garden sorted, I'll be having lots of barbecues this year, and I will be having to get you and the fam up. Yeah, could do, couldn't we? We could go to Luton. Kerry's not, like, she's not replying to me. It's depending where we find ourselves, because this is the last year that I'm going up to Wales for for anything, because my parents are basically up and in now. They don't want to. They're not going to carry it on. You know, my mum and dad are now 58 and 59, and they've basically got to a point where they're like, you know what, we just don't want to keep. We don't want to keep doing this. So they're looking to sell up, and they want to move. So we're going to be backwards and forwards to Wales for a little bit. Just go and have a natter and hang out and watch the slow decline of all their stuff in the house. Because my dad's already thrown stuff away. Right? He's like, I don't need it anymore. It's going. Even though they're not really moving out until next year, my dad's like, don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need it. Because that's how my dad is. It's like, as soon as you've got like an idea, and it's like, okay, well, we need to start this, my dad starts. And he's like, go. It's sort of my mentality as well. It's like, if we got a plan, we go to the plan. We do this, we do that. Everything's done. We're all good. But yeah, they've been in Wales for, well, we moved up there in 2003. So this would be their 21st year in Wales. And they've just got to a point where they just don't want to do it anymore. I understand it, you know. Once you get to a point, it's like, can we be bothered anymore? I mean, do we have to anymore? So, no, I get it. And the only things they'll be leaving behind are 2 of their sons. Because my brothers live in Wales. And one of my brothers definitely isn't moving because he's got himself a family. And my other brother, I don't know, I mean, he's 29, 30 this year, so I don't know what he'll do. Any kind of vintage stuff after you get through with it, I would absolutely love and appreciate the knickknacks. I don't really have a lot of vintage stuff. Like, the thing is when so I haven't really got a lot of anything. The reason why I don't have a lot is because I've never really seen the point in keeping a lot. I used to collect DVDs and I used to collect video games and stuff, but I was like, can't bothered, you know. And over time, I've just like got rid of all of collections and stuff like that because I've just got no emotional tie to them, so I just didn't keep them. It's that easy for me. Is it going to impede my life any? Probably. Do I need to keep it then? No. Cool. Get rid of it. Don't care. My granddad, however, used to be an antiques dealer. When we cleared his house out, like because he's suffering from Alzheimer's or I think it's Alzheimer's. Basically, he can't remember who people are anymore. He's gone basically at this point. I mean, he still sort of recognises some people, but then he builds up little stories about who they are because he doesn't fully remember things, which is a bit of a shame. He was a bright spark at one point. Dementia, yeah, and so he used to be an antiques dealer and everything else. Over the years of his life, he accumulated quite a lot of stuff at his house. So I took a boot full of stuff out of his house. And this was after my dad had arranged 4 antiques dealers to go down to his house and take anything they could. They took 4 truckloads of stuff and they still had stuff left over. That's where I took as much as I could. And then my dad had to get a house clearer. That's how much stuff my granddad had in his house. It was a lot of stuff. The thing about Wales is it's not very densely populated. That's good if you want. Yeah. So he wasn't a hoarder. He got into that thing because that was what he'd always done in his life. But he didn't have a shop. He just kept things. I think it did turn into a hoarder after a while because of his like decline in health, I would say. So the problem with Wales, he was a collector. So when it comes to Wales, if you go to Cardiff, Swansea, Aberystwyth, and a few other places, yeah, you'll get a decent population. But the problem with Wales is that a lot of it is really quiet. I mean, really quiet. And I always find it a bit strange when people go, oh, I'm looking to retire to Wales. All right, cool. Retire to Wales. Just make sure you're near a hospital. Why is that? Well, because hospitals can be quite far away from you. To put it into perspective, where my parents live is 30 miles away from the nearest hospital. Well, a general hospital. They have like a local health centre and stuff. But yeah, as in hospital where you give birth to kids, you're looking at 30 miles. That's the problem with retiring in Wales. There's not a lot there. I need to put the wheels back together. Did I strip the wheels? No, didn't strip the wheels. Separate the wheels. We might go standard on this. I haven't got any. Excellent. Right, in the chat, 1 to 5. 1 to 5 in the chat. Your choice. I'll choose one, you choose one. You choose first. 2. We have a 2. 1, 2. So we got 2 2s and 1 1. 2 2. Twos are winning. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Votes are locked in. It's a 2. You got me a new case. Cheers, guys. I'll take 4. And I got a buy at a barn location. Next, we'll do number 1 and number 4, because that's what you guys asked for. Another barn location. Fantastic. Cheers, mate. Cheers, people. Right. Inventory. Wheels. Even better. Right. I think we'll keep this very, very standard. So, rims. Classic 17-inch. Excellent. Flip my neck. I will get there eventually. Right, standard tyre. 215, 17, 45. 17, 215, 45. We need 4 of those. So scrap lot today or barn find? This was a barn find. I didn't see your 4, but thank you very much over on Twitch. B Tommy. So yeah, when I finish this, I will be doing a we'll be picking 2 cars from junkyards so we can get those done for episodes. Alright. When I was in England, I loved the public walking trails. Yeah, I mean, countryside's nice. Portsmouth is a nice place to walk near. Coolio. Yeah, I'm hoping this will get me to. I'm hoping this one will get me to like level 15, but so far hasn't. Ico, thank you very much for becoming a member for the last 7 months. A boom to you, sir. It's most appreciated. Don't forget, if you want to help support the channel, you can by becoming a member for as little as 99p a month, which is cheaper than any coffee you are ever going to buy anytime, anywhere, unless you're buying piss water from somewhere, which I have no idea. But yeah, 99p a month or 99 cents a month is cheap. And the reason why is just because I know people out there don't like spending lots and lots of money, and I get it, and that's why I did what I did. Kept it cheap. There is like a slightly more expensive tiers if you want, but you don't get the same. You get the perks either way. Doesn't matter. Here's a 9, and cheaper than a mug of coffee, and that's for a whole month. It's actually cheaper to become a member of the channel than it is to buy a sticker pack. Just saying. Don't get in the way of my pints. I did something. That's all right. Thank you very much, buddy. It's most appreciated. I think we need to start looking into building the engine. Cause it's knackered. Oh, it's something not perfect. Yeah, we're this close to 21,000 subscribers. I think there was only, like, when I checked earlier, there was only like 30 people left. So I think tomorrow it'll be like subscriber drive. But yeah, I'm not. I think I'm going to be playing the e-startup business game tomorrow. So if you guys watched the video of it a couple of days ago, it's basically a top-down business tycoon game. I genuinely actually liked it. It's quite cool. It is a little bit sort of like you do have to do a lot of things quickly because obviously you're going to speed up time to do stuff. But actually, it's not a bad little like tycoon-y game. I like it. Was thinking of doing a recycling stream, but I was like, no, do I really want to? Probably not. Have you tried Coffee Caravan yet? No, I have not. Mainly because I haven't really got the time. So next week's going to be a little bit like weird because next week is going to be some like I've got the recycling video going out as well, And then I've got Sword and Shield playtest video going out, which is it's just a playtest, but genuinely I think it's got potential. It looks pretty cool, and it's made by Code Horizon. So I'm probably going to be sending out a video for that, and then once that's done, we've got season mode for Gold Mining Sim next Wednesday. No, not Wednesday, next Friday. So we're going to be mining for a month. Yep. And we're doing a challenge. One of the other guys who plays the game is like, dude, we need to do a challenge. I was like, okay, what's the challenge? You're not allowed to use Frankensteins. Oh, okay, so we're going grind. Alright, cool. So yeah, we're doing a bit of a grindy season next month for Gold Mining Sim, and then I'll probably take a month off of that again, maybe 2, because it'll be like half term for it'll be the summer holidays for the kids then, and then I'll probably do another one in November to December, and then it's obviously getting into Christmas. I have that. I wouldn't mind getting on that. It's just one of those things. Anybody that does it, you just put, I'm doing a Frankenstein challenge, and if you're doing YouTube or Twitch, you just put Franks only in the title, and that's basically where we're at. And so there are people out there who will be able to dig fast enough to be able to keep in line with the top 10, but we're trying to keep we're basically like, I wonder how many people will actually join us, because the more people join us, the more open that top 10 becomes in the leaderboard. It's like, could we really get hold of some of the bigger guys who put out the? I mean, who was it? Accelerate put out 1 million ounces of gold last season. Apparently, he lost his job and he was just like, screw it, I'm going to play this game solid. And he was doing 20-hour days on it or something. Brain rot. I only play it for fun. I play it to compete a little bit. But I genuinely just enjoy digging. So for me, it's all about just playing. What is a sub on Twitch? That means you pay people money. So following is completely free. That's a bit like subscribing over here. But if you are actually wanting to pay that creator money, you then turn into a subscriber of Twitch. So yeah. Guess who's back? Yes. Yeah, I know you watched it. You commented on my Facebook. So. If you didn't know, by the way, Eminem released his new track today called Houdini. And it's brilliant. I watched it back a couple of times because I was reading the lyrics through. Genius. Absolute genius. He is the lyrical genius of our time. And I haven't got a problem with saying that. I could have just repaired that to make more money. I just started streaming. It's difficult to get going. Yeah, don't play crap games. Right, if you wanna like hit streaming in sort of a sweet spot, look on the what's being played, like the top game to the bottom game. Aim for like row 3, row 4 of the games that are being played on Twitch. It gets a little bit easier to pull people because it's not as overpopulated. And then when it comes down to like streaming on YouTube, it's basically like a free-for-all. No one really knows what you're doing and you just play. Right? That's what it is. That's what it's like. Drew boy, how you doing, buddy? You love the public transportation. Dude, if you found it. It's 100 times better there than here. Also, I like the fact that you have the same price on goods as what you pay at the till. Yeah, that's because we don't do the whole, like, oh, you have to add VAT to everything. Basically, every price includes VAT in the UK. We don't separate VAT from cost, and then we don't charge you it at the till. You get charged everything in one go. Because it's easier to do that than it is to go, well, that's $3.97 plus add VAT. What? Just add the whole price together and just charge at the end. It's done. You don't have to worry about it then. What do you call gas? Fuel. Petrol. Petroleum. Because, funny enough, it's called petroleum, so we call it petrol. We just shorten the name. You guys call petrol gasoline, and then you shorten it to gas. But over here, we call gas, as in the gas, which we put through our cookers, which we light, and we burn gas. That's gas. But then there are some places, or like if you've got like an open Arga, which is a big cooker which runs on oil, so you'd be burning oil in your thing. We call that propane. Well, that's because it's not. So it's with us. It's a gas. We don't need to call it propane. Propane gas and gas is two different things. Thank you very much for following me over on Twitch. Like in the you say we say trash can, you say bin. Yeah. Most appreciated. Put it out on the trash. Well, we'll put it in the bin. It's fine. Or garbage over there, isn't it? You call it trash or garbage. We just call it rubbish in a bin. That's pretty much us. You call the yeah. So for us, ground floor is the one on the ground, right? So you go through the door into a building, that's ground floor, and then floor 1 is the next floor up, and then it's floor 2, floor 3, floor 4. I live on a first floor flat because we don't live on the ground. We live on the first floor. It's gonna get weird if that's gonna break your brain. When you get far enough along in this game, make sure you save everything you repair. Oh no, I normally just flog everything. There's no point. There's no point in keeping anything because of just no point. Right. That happens to you every single time. Yeah, but it's Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is notoriously fizzy. What football club do I don't watch football. I hate football. I despise football. I don't like it. I'll put it into perspective. I like baseball. Strange, I know. Like in the US, they say New York, but in the UK, we say, oh, no, I can't say that one. Because that's a train station in Wales. And I'm not Welsh. It's a lot of clecking and clocking. No. What team? I predominantly support the Milwaukee Brewers. I zone in and out of baseball. So it's like, for a couple of years, I watched it quite, like, I was there, I was watching every game. And now at the moment, I'm not really watching it at the moment, but then I'll come back to it in like next year or so. And I'll just be like, I'm a fair weather like supporter, but I really enjoy the sport. I used to play the sport. We have baseball in the UK, but it's just not as big in the UK, unfortunately. It's just one of those things. But yeah, I used to play it until obviously when Kerry went through like cancer and everything else, it's knocked her mobility. She can't look after the kids as much. I can't do it as much, so we just don't go anymore. So because I've got no one who can really look after the kids whilst I'm playing, so there was no point in carrying on. So what I did was I quit playing baseball, finished COVID, and then I go to the gym I go to the gym 4 times a week. And now I can row pull 109 kilos. Not bad for a couple of months. Yeah, when it comes to, I'm just not a very British like sport person. I don't really like rugby. I don't really care for cricket. I'm not really bothered about like football. You know, it's just one of those things. My kid really likes football. It's just not for me. Can I pick the right one? It's a 4. I don't think it's the right one. Nope. Is it? That's because it's for the wrong thing. Yeah, there we go. Donut. Crank, not cam. I like golf. I have my own set of golf clubs. I just haven't played. Reason why is because basically at the end of last year I was like, you know what, I really want to play golf. And then I was like, I'm really unfit. Like, I need to do something about this. So I basically put golf on the back burner and decided that I was going to go to the gym and get myself fitter. At the moment, I've just got myself stronger, which is good. That means I've now got the support I've got the support structure inside my body to be able to do stuff. Downside, cardio sucks because I've been weightlifting. So I need to find a happy balance between cardio and weights whilst doing stuff properly at the same time. So that's what I'm doing for the next 6 weeks between now and the end of like the summer holidays coming up. I'm basically looking into like losing weight but building muscle still, and then during the summer holidays I'll be going to the gym during the evenings instead of during the day, because normally I go when normally I drop the kids off at school and then I'm good and I sort of come home, get myself dressed, go to the gym and I'm fine. But with the kids not being in school for 6 weeks, when it comes to the summer holidays, I'll be going during the evenings. Hybridsteel's getting gained. Yeah, I think I've put on like 10 pounds of like bulk. Some of that is fat, but some of that's like muscle structure as well. And I know I've got muscle because of I've actually got a photo. Because my friend she took a photo of us at the gym. So let me just try and find this. It's not a flattering photo by any means, but let me just do something quick. I need to split my screen. Oh no, it's too small. Right, okay. So this is me at the gym. That's basically what I've been. My main focus at the moment has been like shoulders and arms, chest. So, yeah. That's all I've been doing. But I can now. I mean, when it comes to it, I don't really lift. I don't lift a lot. So I'm lifting, like at the moment, my chest and everything's like 20-30 kilos. Bench pressing between 20 and 40 kilo because the bar weighs 20 kilos on its own. I'm doing row pulls at 109 kilo. All my leg exercises are down up to 60 kilos now, which is all right. And I've only been going for a couple of months. So I'm basically, at the moment, I'm just building structure. Like, what can I do with this? What can I do with that? And so on and so forth. So, yeah, that's what I do. And I know some people are just like, well, yeah, that's really impressive. It's like, well, it's all right, isn't it? But it's because I'm fat. That's the thing. That photo, because you breathe in when you pose, like, the stomach doesn't show. I do have a stomach. And it's not very easy to get rid of, especially when you get older. So it basically means I've just got to cut weight. So it means I've got to cut down on food, basically. Which is going to be fun. It just means I might get a little bit hungry. But apart from that, I actually need to do this now. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, by the end of the year, I want to get all the processes in my brain ticked by December. So I know how much I can eat, I know how much I need to cut, I know how much I do this. So during the summer is actually better for me to lose weight because it's too hot to eat. So it actually works out good for me. But when it comes down to the winter, obviously you put on extra weight when you're in the winter times and like spring and autumn because you're building up for, hibernation mode. How much can you do on an ab crunch? I have no idea. I don't do ab crunches. Is there a machine for ab crunching? Because I don't do ab crunches. And it's not in my gym if it is. The gym I go to is pretty sort of... It's pretty tame. It's like, it's alright. But yeah, I don't really focus, like stomach wise, it's just, I just need to lose weight. Guarantee, I lose weight and I will have abs. But it's just one of those things. But yeah, I'm doing it because going to funerals sucks. And I didn't want to be the next box in the... I didn't want to be the next box. I didn't want to be... And like, sit next to my kids when we went to one, I was like, I can't do that to them. So that's why I sort of made that decision. I was like, no, I've got to do this. Partially doing it for myself because I want to be healthier and I want to live longer. But everything starts to sort of... It starts to fall into place a bit more when you sit there at a funeral with your kids and you're looking at them going, I have to do better. I literally have to do better. Because if I don't do better, that's going to be me. And they're going to be sitting there going, where's Dad? And they're not old enough to deal with that yet. So, yeah, part of the reason why I decided to go to the gym. It's a machine where you sit up whilst sat down and with weights. No, I haven't got that one. That's not in the gym. So the gym I go to, as I said, it's basically what we call an eco gym. So I mean, there are machines there and stuff, yes, but they're not. It's not all up to date, massive amounts of stuff. It's quite a small gym in comparison to like Pure Gym or something, a big franchise gym. But I'm not really worried about that. I'm more worried about just living now. But we'll be alright. We'll get there. We'll be fine. But yeah, it's nice to... I've got to be honest, some of the people that I've met down there have been pretty cool. So one of my friends who goes... She's a mum who takes her kids to school. So she's down there like 3 times a week. She's actually the lady that took the photo for me before, which is quite nice. And then... There's a couple of the dads that I know that go down there as well, and yeah, one of them he's built like a brick shit house, but he's a short man. He's a laugh though. I do like he's just cool. Oh, I need to buy 4 of those. My gym is that big that you can go on a Saturday at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and you won't be and you won't be able to go on a single machine. I was like that. So a couple of weeks ago, me and my Aura turned up. He turned up at the same time as me. We were standing in the car park going, there's quite a lot of people here. By the way, the car park can only hold like 20 cars max, right? And went in, it was like, okay, where are we going to start then? Because we had to share until it started emptying, like an hour later. So I was doing like part of my gym rotation with him until it started opening up, and then he could go his own way and I went mine. But yeah, it's mad sometimes down there. It's really weird. It's tiny, but it's like so many people use it. But that is because it's like cheapest option quite close to where we live. Because the other gym, which is it's more of a boot camp gym, which is, I don't know if you ever, so what they do at these places is they take like obviously gym members in, but gym members are full paying members. They'll pay a mass amount to go there, and they have a meal plan set out for them. They have a personal trainer. They have everything, and it's all set up and it's all good, and it's all basically everything's sessioned, everything's documented, everything's like down to the T. This is what you'll be doing. This is how much you're pushing. This is how much you're doing this, and it costs like £240 a month to go to that place. And I was like, I can't afford to do that. But then this place opened up. It was like £35 a month. I'm like, I can do that. £35 a month. £35 a month is doable. Thank you very much. And I'm actually thankful they do it, because if not, then the nearest place I'd have to go to is like 10 miles away. And that means I have to drive the car further. That means I have to do this a lot. And I have to use a lot more fuel to do it. I'm like, it's a lot of effort and a lot of fudging around just to go to a gym. It's the reason why I never went before. Because for me, going to the gym is like, it's a long travel to get to these places. But when this one opened up down the road, I'm like, it's ideal. It's perfect. And they do enough down there. You know, they're all qualified in sport. They're all qualified gym instructors, and there's like 3 or 4 members of staff down there, and each one of them can, you know, they can take you on as a student basically. So you learn how to do things better. You hit your goals and so on and so forth. But yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest. I've been down there since 1st of March. So March, April, just finished May. So I've done 3 months training, and yeah, I would say that it's genuinely just improved me, even mentally as well. That's one thing I never understood, and I don't think you can understand it until you actually go. Is when you've been to the gym for a little while, even just a couple of months, your brain's happier because you've had time away from everything. Going to the gym de-stresses you. It's making your brain more, I don't know, it's thinking more about like doing something instead of just sitting on the sofa sort of thing. Even if you just go for a walk, you feel better. Going to the gym, it's that same feeling. You're like, actually, I'm all right now. You know, it's part of the reason why I've been more stressed this week, because the kids are at home. It's like, yeah, £35. Mine is only £8 a month. Yeah, but yours is a big gym. So that's the difference. So £8 a month, and you got to think how many people can turn up there. How many machines are there in that gym? If there's like 100, and you're in a bigger place. I don't know a gym that can do £8 a month. University Gym of Kent is £14 a month. Public adults is £21 a month. The average cost in the UK per month is £44.92. 40 to 60. So there's the difference. So 40 to 60 machines. How big is the town that it's near or in? Is it like a village, town, city, metropolis? So does it have an average of like, I don't know, 10,000 people turning up to the gym? I'll be heading back to do weights. Yeah, that's cool, man. Get in there and do what you can. So let's say 40 to 60 machines. It's in Leeds. So Leeds is quite a big place, right? So let's say they've got 1,000 people turning up to the gym. I'm just using that as a ballpark figure. So 1,000 times 8, 8 grand a month, times that by 12. I know that's not exact maths, but that's £96,000 a year. So the gym that I go to, there's probably about 50 paying members. Maybe 60. Maybe even 100. But then he does have 3 members of staff that he has to do. So that's the difference. Independent to, yeah. You sent me a friend request on Steam. Hit me up in a message when you're starting the Gold Rush Challenge, and I'll join. Yeah, no problem. There'll be a lot of us. I think the guy that's running it is called Indie Gaming Ninja. I can't remember. I'll get his name, actually. Where is his name? It's in my Discord. So the guy that's running this, let me just find his channel, because he's the guy that's like, he's the one who set this up. So it's this dude. So if you want to check out the challenge, I'm pretty sure he released his video. It's on that channel, and that's the challenge for for us, for Gold Rush. It's an internal challenge, so it's we're not doing this officially. Take the engine off the stand. Let's go. We got to build. Got to get this car finished before the end of the stream. You don't have the necessary parts. No, I don't. I've got to do this. Move to Bay 1. Engine already in the bay. No, there isn't. What you talking about, Willis? No, let me just take that exhaust out. Ladies, have a good one. Enjoy yourself, man. Let me just take this off first. Wrap this down. And then stick this in. All good. Right. And then move equipment back to where we got it from. Brilliant. Right, now we need to raise this up. Put the gearbox on the bottom, stick the wheels on, and then we just need like basic engine stuff in the front. And then we are almost done. The thing is that my gym is one of those buildings that has everything, like swimming, but yeah, exactly. So that's why it's a full-blown sports centre. So that's a little bit different. You know, I mean, I would pay £8 a month to go to a full-blown sports centre because I could play badminton, I could go to the gym, I could go swimming. But, you know, I'd go swimming when I'm thinner because I do have, like, it's not a massive hit. I'm just really quite conscious about, like, what I look like. I know everyone's like, oh, you're all right. It's like, yeah, I may be all right, but in me, I'm not. I won't forget to put the exhaust on, don't worry. It'll be fine. It'll just make really loud noises. It'll just be like 90s, like Street Racer kid. Like Charlie's car in his video. Yeah, I'd go to a pure sports centre that's got everything. £8 a month sounds like that's a good membership. Solid. Solid as a rock. That's in there. We need that. That's in electronics. Just need one of those. Power steering reservoir. Fuse box B, that's in there, and we need that. How's the other channel going, Hybrid? I haven't really done anything with it. I put up a couple of videos and then went, can't bother it. I think it's one of those I need to be in a really genuinely a specific different mood. So I haven't bothered, haven't touched it, haven't done anything. I wouldn't worry. Let's put it that way. The original owner and builder of the car was curious why I didn't shift a second. Because it's a GTI! I think GTIs are meant to be driven like absolute... Well, you're supposed to look like a Pratt driving one. So that's simple. Glad to still... Oh yeah, I'm still going to stream. Even if I did have another channel going, I would still be streaming over here. Don't worry about that. I'm not going anywhere from that. Let's put it that way. Much more technical than that. Oh, okay. You wanted it to sound louder because it's a GTI. And it goes... BOOM! And the fact you're driving on dirt, like quite slick corners as well, which because it was they were quite tight. You're going to absolutely throttle it in first just to get around all the corners without having to like dip really like quickly in the speed. Have you seen Tectonica? I have seen it. Have I got it? No. I don't have it, don't worry. Need to go to electricals, buy the relay, I've got loads of these. We'll be fine. I'm going to hit a purple one. There it is. Yeah, Roy. Oh, we haven't got that. Satisfactory might be good for a series. I'm waiting for version 1 to hit. V1. And then I'm going to be streaming it because I feel like streaming it for me would be a lot better choice. My problem with... I know it sounds weird. My problem with a game like Satisfactory is because it takes me forever to do anything, right? Then recording a video, it will take me forever just to do one episode. I don't work that quickly when it comes to just one little thing. So I figured there's no point in like just making videos of it because it will take me forever. How about I just stream it? So that's what I'm going to be probably doing. When Satisfactory V1 comes out, I'll stream it until I get bored. We'll see how long that takes me. Basically, that's where I'm going on that. How many subs am I away from 21,000? You know what? I have no idea. Give me a minute. Don't forget the rad. I won't forget the rad, don't worry. We are currently sitting at 20,977. So that's not bad. Boom, boom. Yeah. So yeah, we need the 23 subscribers to hit 21k. It'll happen at some point, maybe. What other types of games do I enjoy? I enjoy everything. Like I've played not just on here, but I play a lot of different games. Like currently, I know it sounds like controversial, but I'm currently enjoying Fallout 76. I really enjoy that game. I really like it. People can suck my dick if they hate it. You know, it's up to them. But the difference is I play it because I enjoy the Fallout universe, not because it's like a really good game of like it's amazing gameplay, but the gameplay is all right. But I just really like wandering around in wastelands, like stealing stuff. It's fine. That's what I do on it. I need a fan. I'm going to buy 3 of these because it's one of these. See? Oh, we have an intercooler. Oh, la-di-da. Ain't that about a bitch? Yeah, that's cool, man. At the end of the day, I mean, numbers will get there eventually. I'm not in any rush to hit anything. Really not. And I know at some point people will either subscribe or they won't. That's just how it is. Remember when Fallout 3 came out and people were butthurt that it took place in Washington, D.C.? The main reason why people got like butthurt about that is because it was the first game that that Bethesda had done. And the main problem, and this is the main gripe between Fallout fans, right, is you get the old school fans who are my age, who played the original Fallout games, who it was made by Interplay and Obsidian. The games were very lore focused and very lore driven. The gameplay was okay, but it was more like you had to know all this information. You had to do all of this stuff properly. You had to do this, and all of this stuff. And when Fallout 3 came out, it changed location to Washington, D.C. Washington looked like a crap hole, so that annoyed the patriots of America. And at the same time, it was made by Bethesda. And Bethesda sort of screwed the franchise over by making it their own way. They sort of incorporated the Fallout world, but it wasn't really as sort of complete as it should have been. They made it a bit more arcadey, and that was what some people had a problem with. Me myself, I enjoyed it. I was alright with it. Didn't really care too much. I was alright. Am I playing Fallout? Yes. Is it in a 3D environment? Hell yeah, it was amazing. I like it. But then you had a lot of people who didn't like it because of that. And then you had the people who got militant over the lore. And it was like, well, they changed the lore in this. It's like, no, they're filling in the blanks. But then people got arsey with like the Fallout TV show to say that they were fudging around with that as well. Yes, Bethesda took some sort of liberties with certain parts of the lore. And they've changed it a little bit. But over time, this is what happens. This is what happens in games like this. And if you listen to Tim, what was his last name? Tim Kaine? So Timothy Kaine was an original developer for Obsidian for Fallout, right? And even he said, when it comes to a franchise that is as big as Fallout is, which has 2 different people creating the story, lore drift happens. And lore drift is something that happens when a franchise goes on for too long. Bits of it sort of get chopped up and manipulated different ways to be able to put in different opinions and different ways of things working. This is what the proper like lore militants are. They're not a big fan of that because it doesn't resemble the original lore of the games. Me personally, I would say that I've just enjoyed Fallout. I've liked Fallout. I am a bit of a lore, like I like the lore of Fallout, but I know things have changed. It's a fantasy world. Things have to change to fit every narrative, and if it's going to fit the narrative, then it works. If all of a sudden something breaks and it's like, well, that didn't work too well, you screwed up. But as long as you're keeping the main story and that universe sort of flowing, it's okay. Well, that's the thing. Like, the TV shows come in at a really weird time. So if you look at the actual timeline for Fallout 70, from like the original Fallout till now, everything's been explained up until this point where we're up to in the story. And if you look at the lore, Mr. House is the next big character, and he had a very, very small cameo in the end of Fallout TV show. He was known as Robert House, or Mr. Roboco. That's the company he owns. And he will be the next inevitable storyline, which is why it's all going to be focused in Vegas next. And because the TV show is just after the game of New Vegas, which is why people got a bit funny when they bombed like Shady Sands. That didn't happen in the game, but it happened in this, so they had to. They're sort of linking it together. Mr. House will probably be in season 2, along with Death Claws and bits and pieces, and it'd be quite interesting. I want to see where it's all going to go. So I'm willing to have these little bits of leniencies in the way that Fallout, the TV show, was presented, because I enjoy it that much to be not a militant Nazi of the law, basically. Got to head out, not a problem, buddy. I'm going to be heading off at some point. But yeah, I like it, me personally. I mean, I know lots of people aren't the same as me, and they want to see things their way. But sometimes their way is not always the best way. And unfortunately, that's where you have to sit there a little bit and just go, well, you just have to accept it that things change. Just stop being so fucking tight-assed about it. Let it up a little bit. Just chill. Be happy. But I know some people won't. And that's just how they are. Right, are we good on this? Body 95%. Okay, so what's knackered on the body? Left window. Oh, my tail lights. Okay. Right, we all good now? Which window? Right door, front right. Oh yeah. I've only played Fallout Bunker on my dad's Tesla. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you need to go. If you go on, I know it sounds weird. Go on to CD Keys and look up Fallout. There's loads on there, and they're all dirt cheap. Go play. Go and enjoy them. Go and learn. I'm really curious how they will do the Death Claws. Well, I'm going to assume they're going to use the same sort of animation and CGI from the games. They're just going to make them look a bit more real. I can't see how they can really screw up a Death Claw. There's so many models of Death Claws in Fallout. You can't really go wrong. I mean, I beat one up the other day. I was trying to make it my friend because it was done one of my quests. But you come face to face with these things, so it's not like they don't have a model for it. And if they can just take the model and make it look a bit more real, then life would be easier. That's how the Fallouts are supposed to feel like. Each one has a different story. Yeah, exactly. They're all set in different places, Yeah, it's nuked. So there was a little bit of controversy behind who dropped the first nuke, and obviously we all know that it was China. But I genuinely think in the TV show they hinted that Vault-Tec were going to drop a bomb. I can understand why they would try to do it because it would boost their profits to people who they want put in. But at the same time they'd be destroying their clientele. So I think they would be they're maniacal enough to go, yeah, we would do this. But China dropped the first bomb because they were fighting Anchorage. And then they lost Anchorage, and that's when they nuked America. And it was like, okay, that's when the whole world's... We all know this by the law. But the TV show would guide you down the route that, Vault-Tec did it. It's like, I don't think Vault-Tec would drop its own nukes on its people. Because that's where their profit comes from. Why would you destroy your own profit? You're an idiot. It's that simple. But, there you go. I'm hoping they sort of do a little bit of back and forth like they've done with the first season, and they say that it wasn't Vault-Tec that did it, but they were close to that decision. Or they had the opportunity to basically, you know, take over a computer from a China. I don't know. I'm just sort of trying to come up with like weird things in my head about how this could have been done, but it doesn't make any sense. Let's put it that way. It makes no sense why you would blow your own profit. But there you go. Are we 100%ed now? Front left door window. Ooh, sir. Ooh, sir, getting out of here. Right, front left. Front door window. I want that one. Always wanted a Deathclaw tattoo. It's a very detailed tattoo, if I'm going to be honest. Like, after, if you look at the models of a Deathclaw, it's like, yeah. I see that, but I also think how they could... I'm curious what they come up with, especially since all the vaults are basically test trials. They're not all test trials. So that's the difference. Like, there's... Like 13 of the original vaults are just what's known as control. So control were basically Vault Tech talk to the overseer. So the overseer was given a set of instructions, you know, just keep things going, you're all good, don't worry. They would be so the control vaults were the ones that if you paid like top notch to, you know, you paid a lot of money into, you would be fine, right? You wouldn't have to deal with the crap that was going to consist in the world. But if you were in one of the lower tier vaults, you were a social experiment. That's the difference. So, yeah, there were 13 control vaults that were basically just, don't worry about it. You'll be... So, vault, the one that Lucy comes out of, what number's Lucy's vault? Now I can't remember which vault's in the TV show. It's not Vault 4. The Fallout TV show Vault. Vault 33. So the ones that Lucy came out of, Vault 33, Vault 31 and Vault 32, there's no record of ever having like connected vaults like that before, but they are what's known as controlled vaults. So Overseer makes the rules, led by Vault Tech, no major issues. They had enough money to play with it. And the reason why the 31 is a weird one, because there isn't any, up until the TV show, there's never been a record of a vault where like employees from Vault Tech were frozen. You know? So that was, they obviously added this in to like try and give it a bit more sort of substance in the actual like feel. And I get it. I understand it. It's fine. That's fine. But it was sort of, I felt it was a bit of a push of a storyline. And I didn't really like it, but it worked. You know, if you just take it at face value, it worked. Why can I not? Did I just buy them? I didn't buy them, that's why. I just wanted them. Yeah, so that was all that was. And as I said, I haven't got a problem with them. It's different. And they gave it a little bit more of a, hey, we've never done this before, maybe we could just try it. And you got to think that the person who made the TV show loved as Fallout as a show, as the games. Todd Howard was obviously involved in it because he didn't want things to cross into Fallout 5, because that was when he said, oh, we don't want it to cross it, he confirmed that Fallout 5 was going to be a thing. And they were talking about the actual like crew that were on the actual show, like even the key grips and people like that. They're all fans of the Fallout series, and it's like there are people who are in the cast who are just extras, who are key grips, who are scriptwriters. These people actually like Fallout, so they wanted to make it very like authentic. So all the scenery and everything you see dotted around, the people who actually designed all this actually really like Fallout. And that's why I couldn't really fault like the costume design. I couldn't fault the scenery. I couldn't fault background or anything, because it actually looked like something you would visit in the show or in the game. Sorry. How you doing, Artemis? Welcome. No, Vault-Tec was a singularity. So it is the only company that created Vault. I never did know that it was about Vault 13. Vault 13, you were a descendant from the original Vault people. Your entire mission was to repair the water chip that was broken in your vault. In Fallout 2, your entire mission was to try and find a Gek, which was a Garden of Eden creation kit that would basically spawn a village. So it had like things that would fold out, and you would be able to like build from it. It would do fresh water filtration and all that stuff. So, yeah, the first two Vault games are, yeah, they're genuinely they explain a lot of the older tech. Yep. Yeah, so 13 of the original Vaults were controlled. Everything else was a social experiment, all done by Vault-Tec. And that's the maniacalness of like Vault-Tec themselves. Right, but I wish I paid attention to the windows. Body window. You know what? We need to get rid of all of this. I never got to play the first two, but now I want. Yeah, go and look them up on CD keys. CD keys, you'll be sitting there just going, oh wow. That's where I get like, if I'm looking for like older games or I'm looking for better deals, CD keys is where I go. Just because, in fairness, they do a lot. They do some damn good deals on it. Let me just find it. I'll show you what CD keys have got in the way of Fallout. So, let's pull this up. Doom Bar. Let me open this up. Right, here we go. So, you've got Fallout 76 at £6.99. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, which comes with all the DLCs for £7.59. Fallout New Vegas at £5.49. Fallout 3 for £4.39. Every single one, you got Fallout 1, 2 and Tactics, which is Fallout 1, 2 and 3 for just £3.59. And then you've got Fallout 4 if you just want the basic edition. If you just want to buy these separately. If you just want to buy the DLC. Like, it's just cheap. Okay? This is why I use CD keys to buy, like, if I'm looking for an older game, because if you want to buy all of the Fallouts, it will cost you less than 30 quid to buy them all, and you get DLCs. Fallout 3's one is all of the DLCs. The Ultimate Edition of New Vegas is all of the DLCs. Fallout 4, the Game of the Year Edition, is all of the DLCs. It's everything you need and more if you want to play Fallout, if you want to learn it all. It's all there. Just be prepared to read a shed ton of stuff. Also, go and check out. I can't remember his username now on YouTube. But this guy is like Fallout Lawman. It's Horn something. Oh, what was his name? Fallout Law. If I just type that, I'll recognise it. As soon as I see his name pop up, it'll be like, oh, it's that dude. What was his name? Someone might get it in the cheap. Yeah, it's cheap for them all. Oxhorn, that's the dude. So Oxhorn, I mean, he can be a little bit, well, I mean, he's all right to listen to and stuff. But if you want the entire lore breakdown of every single Fallout terminal, anything, He covers every game and everything you'll ever find in that. If you can't find it in, like, if you can't find something in a game in Fallout, he's probably covered it. Basically, he is that nerd. Not using that in a like derogatory term, using that in a term of he's like that guy you just go, holy crap, he knows a lot. He looks into it a lot. He does a lot of like his own theory stuff as well. And this car sell value is $47,447. Done. Excellent. 178. It's all good. Sell it all. There we go. Right. But yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, all of them on Steam is 120 quid. Yeah. But this is why I look. If I want a game like upfront, I'm willing to put the money into it. I'll buy it on Steam. If I'm looking to up my collection, I'll get it from somewhere else. So I bought Session and a couple of other DLCs the other day, and it was either buy it from Steam for this much or buy it from like CD keys for, I think it was like 20 quid cheaper than I would pay on Steam. I think so, yeah. You'd have to go through his channel. He is basically the Fallout lore guru. So he's probably done everything. Here you go. YouTube.com. YouTuber.com. No, just YouTube. No, I'm typing into crap. Let me just... YouTube.com. Yep. Oxhorn Rich Vault. Vault 11. Vault Tech's most atrocious experiment. That was 50. He does the Vault. He does. Yeah, he's done them all. All vaults in numbered order. Here we go. If you want the playlist. That's the playlist to all vaults in numerical order. All the way from 0, right, to vault. He goes up to 114, and then he talks about some of the places in Fallout 76. Can you say hello to Chelsea for me, because she loves your lives too? Hi, Chelsea. Someone told me to say hello to you. Blame Jamie. Right. $183,000, guys. We're going to go to the junkyard, and you're going to pick one car from this junkyard. We'll put it up in a poll, and you guys are going to pick the car that I'm going to work on, and we'll do that. This will be for after I've done the Gold Rush thing, or I'll get one done and then go to Gold Rush and get another one. We'll see how things go. Let me just be like, okay. Yes, they're 2-hour refund policy. Are you allowed to take more than one car? On this one, yes. So I want to do... We'll come to this junkyard. We'll pick up one car, right? And then we'll go to another junkyard, which is this junkyard. But it'll have a different set of cars. Okay? That's the plan. That is the plan. So at the moment, we have a... whatever this is. Let me just... I'm going to be putting together a poll whilst we do this. Start a poll. Which car? Luxor Gold Trail. Edward Hellcat. Add an option. The thing is, junkyards are really temperamental. They can have loads, or they could have 3, you know. So you just have to look around in all of the places for cars. So there's another one. Some of them might be just way out of my price range, and that's another problem. So the McLaren P11, this is only 20 grand, but that car will cost you like 140,000 to do. So that's like all of my money. McLaren P11, add an option. Is this game worth buying? In this game, is buying parts in junkyards and refurbish them in your work. If you're looking, you can give yourself a challenge to do that. You know, you could literally just build a junkyard car, which I think we've done that. You have to find everything in junk, but no, I wouldn't say it's really worth doing it. It's too much time. Like, that's really time consuming. Slim pickings. A Reno Bianco. That's a Fiat something. Reno Bianco. I think that might be all of them. There's only one more place to check, and that's down the alleyways. Down these. Nope, that's it. Right, okay, let me just get back to the start and I'll push enter and then we can go from there. Oh, yeah. Right, please take into consideration that we have budget constraints. And that is your choice. There is a poll there. I will let it go for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, I will end the poll and we will go from there. There is a 5th car. Yeah, I put it in the poll. Oh, no, I didn't. Where was the 5th car? I didn't see a 5th. We've got the Rhino. The McLaren. This is round here, and I didn't see it. I can only see 4. It doesn't despawn. The McLaren P11's winning at the moment. That's going to be an absolute beast. That's a lot of money. So yeah, don't forget, the McLaren P11 is like, when I went to go and buy one out of a shed, it was $150,000. And $150,000 is my entire budget range. And that's in its bad condition. So it's going to cost me a lot of money to do that car. Our P11's expensive, dude. Don't forget, I've got to do 2 cars. So chances are the P11 will be the second car we have to do, because I'm going to need the money. Yeah, but I don't know if I'll make the money to actually buy it. The problem is yes, it's only 20 grand, but there's a lot of that car missing, and it's expensive, you know. So what's missing from this? The engine. I don't know if I've got the engine pack for this car. What engine does this run? It doesn't have an engine because I haven't got the engine for this car. Guarantee I need I need an actual like DLC pack for this. And I don't know which one I would need. Does anyone know which actual like DLC pack I would actually need to buy for the engine for this car? Actually, I'll find it's on Steam, isn't it? Workshop. McLaren P11. Payne's Workshop. You can't get clean lessons. Blah blah blah. Very awesome. I've been watching McLaren videos. I can't remember. Suppose we can just chuck any engine in this car, can't we? It doesn't say, oh, this item requires the following. It requires the drag strip DLC. And that's the expensive one. Yeah, so I would have to buy the drag racing DLC for this just to do this car. So this car is going to cost me 12 quid, which I gotta be honest, guys, I can't justify. In order to get that car complete, someone has to like £12. Well, no, basically, it unfortunately just comes down to that thing. You just have to buy them. But this is just stream. So we'll have to do the gold trail. Because the gold trail was the runner-up. And that's even if I can do that. I should be able to do this one. Engine's a V8. Yeah, we're easy on it all. This is just a standard game in the car in the game. So that's car number 2. All right. Well, that's car number 1. Right, return to the garage. We'll go through again. So if it was like for a DLC pack that was going to cost me like 3 quid, I would have probably said, yeah, sure, I'll do this. You know, £3 is £3. 12 quid to do one car? It's not cheap. Not cheap, just do one car. Right, junkyard. With that in mind then, what I'll do is I'll make a note. Wherever my pen went, because my kids have been here. There's my pen. Right. Remove McLaren P11. Yeah. Oh no, I haven't got a problem with the cost on the cars and stuff in the game, but if it was, as I said, if it was like, oh, you have to buy this for this, I could do that, that's fine. But I'm not buying the drag strip car game just to bloody buy a car. No way, buddy. Right, Sakura Takumi. Start a poll. Sakura Takumi. Right, let's have a major round. Nothing on the rose. What do we have here? A Zephyr series. Zephyr L series. These are standard cars in the game. Have we got one on the side? Nope. That's gone, they're gone, they're gone. There's nothing there. Normally there's always one in that corner. Not today, Jimmy. Wow, very slim pickings. There's 3 cars in this whole junkyard. A Nissan Silver. See, I have the DLC for the Nissans, so that's okay. But literally 3 cars. That's really. There's got to be something in the junk piles and that's worth taking. Oh no. That's really meager. Okay, you got a choice. And I'm listening to you guys. Is there automation in this game? No. You build cars. That's basically it. So you got a choice. We can either take these 3 cars, or one of these 3 cars, or we re-roll. We go to another junkyard. So the choices are Sakura Takumi, Zephyr L Series, Nissan Silvia, or go to a different junkyard, which is the same junkyard. They just re-roll the cars. Re-roll. Two re-rolls. Oh, someone said Sylvia. 3 re-rolls. Sorry, Wise Mac. We will re-roll. Oh, yes. Should have just added it to the pot. Okay, we'll do that next time. That's fine. If it's bad, we'll add that. Yeah, I've got to remove the P11. Ah, I'm a little bit annoyed about that, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, it would have been a task because we would have had to do another car before we take on the P11. Just because it's a lot of work to do the P11. Especially with, like, you know, no engine. Can't. It's a mod. What engine does it take? The 14 SRH. Yeah, this one's okay. We've got these. That's fine. So going to call this car. So this is a 69 Pontiac GTO. That we can do. We have the engines. Oh, it's the old shop truck. No, it's not. That's a Salem 1500. Your pick would have been the Takumi. Oh, damn it. It's a little pot Jag E-Type. I don't have this engines, so I've got to get rid of the E-Type. This is how I know, right? I've got no swap options for the engine. Oh, bloody hell. Because of the E-Type, we've only got 2 cars. Yeah, right. Right, that's the options. 69 Pontiac GTO, Salem 1500, or we reroll. Whilst you're deciding, I'm going to go and look at which DLC I would need for the Jag. The E-Type. Pretty sure it's the one I've subscribed to, so I've subscribed to quite a few of these cars. It's not those ones. I can't even find the one I've subscribed to. Yeah. Very strange. There you go then. Means I need yeah, it means I need to spend money on it. Maybe next month. I'll look to see if there's a deal on the DLCs for this game, because I think I'm missing like half of them. Because I have half the DLCs for this game, because I was buying like the cheap ones at the start, and then obviously not playing this game for 3 years. There's quite a lot of DLCs out for this game now. Well, we're going to end it up, and it'll be the I mean that one. That's the GTO. Yeah, that's the GTO. We can do that. And as the GTO is 1, we'll do the reroll. It's okay. And what we'll do, we'll buy this. It's a drag car, so it's going to be a bit of a beast. That's okay. Chuck it in the car park. Right, and because I'm feeling generous, we'll go one more. Okay? One more car. And we'll leave this one outside. And then this gives me 3 videos to do over the course of a month or so, because I've got to do the I'm doing Gold Rush on the 6th of June. So I might be able to get one of these videos done by like the end of next week, so it goes live when I'm just starting to play Gold Rush. So keep your eyes out on that. You're involved in choosing these cars. Please watch the video, see how it comes out. I should have taken a photo of that, to be honest. Right, last chance at the junkyard, and then I'm gonna go to. Well, it's getting close to going to bedtime. Hopefully there'll be some cars in here this time. No. 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 Okay. I'm hoping there's a car in here this time. If I've come to the junkyard and there's literally no cars here, I'm going to be really annoyed. You're twisting me melon, man. Okay, 1. It's a Ford Escort RS. We have the engines for this. I think that might be the end of bloody... Oh no, there's 2 cars. It's a Mustang. And we have the engines. You know what, guys? I'm not even going to make you decide. There's no point. There is no point making you decide on 2 cars. Which sucks, there's only 2 cars. Just going to buy them both. That's so bad though. So we've got like a 60 to 70 Mustang and a Ford Escort. We took both. So let me bring them through because they're in here now. So move to garage. Move to garage. Move to garage. And there's the Escort. And there's the cars. And there we go. So now we've got cars out front. Yeah, it's the RS model. So this will be the first one we do. And then we're good. So yeah, over the next sort of while, I got to do these. Sabuton, how you doing, buddy? Doing alright. So yeah, over the next sort of, I might be able to get. I might get the Escort done by next Friday because that's when Gold Rush's season starts. And then we'll get these 3 done after that. So I've still got something to do afterwards. Okay, and that's fine. Yep, but we do one at a time. We sell it off. We do one video dedicated to the cause. That's just how it's going to be, and that's fine. Tomorrow. I might be doing. I'm in the BDO addiction at the moment for the, but I'm fine. What's BDO? Oh, okay. Oh, I had no idea what you're talking about. So basically, this one, and this one, we will do after Gold Rush, right? Because that's a month. Yep. The escort, I'm going to probably get it done between now and next Friday. So the video will go live next Friday, and then that leads nicely into me streaming. Tomorrow we will be doing. Ooh, you know, I don't really actually. I've got an idea. Let me just go back to my chat screen. Right, I'm going to save this up, and then I'm going to, yeah, return to menu. Yes, hang around, guys. Hang around, because you're in control. You're in control. When you will be online tomorrow? I'm going to be online from around 6 or 7 o'clock tomorrow. So we need to do a poll. Start a poll. Right. We can either do... we can do that one. That one. That one. Or we could add a fourth option and do that one. Let me just look in my Steam library for a fifth. Because we have a lot of games in Steam. Gold Mining Simulator just updated as well. Huh. So what have they updated? Optimized environment. You can expect a 10% increase on FPSs. Amazing. That's what we like to see. Or what can we do? I haven't done Dealer Sim for a while. You know what? Your choice. And whatever you guys choose. So there is 19 people in here that are basically going to... you guys are in control of what I'm streaming tomorrow. Just you, the 19 people that are here. You guys. I just saw one of my fave games in your list. Which game? What game's in my list that's your favourite? Graveyard Keeper. Oh, good game. DLC's coming. There's I'm pretty sure I saw another DLC coming out for that. I would say Graveyard Keeper is one of the best indie games ever created. Just because it's dark humour and it's fun. And it's people should play it. It's just one of those games. By the way, only 6 people have voted, and there are 23 people watching. You're in control of tomorrow's stream. You handful of people. At the moment, we're playing Foundry tomorrow. 9 people. 9 people out of 25. 9 people. 10 people. You got 3 minutes left to voting, by the way. So I'm not going to bully your viewers. You're not bullying, man. At the moment, everyone's going to be bullying me. I'm playing Foundry tomorrow. Vote for me, please. Oh, you have to come over to YouTube to do that, unfortunately. Just go to YouTube and type in Hybridsteel. You'll find me. It's either me or Steelworks and golf clubs. That's pretty much it. You've overbuilt. Yeah, that sounds about right. You don't want to be doing that. Yeah, I put Fallout 4 on that list because, like, Fallout 4's, in fairness, gameplay, really good. Rest of the game, storyline shit. But the actual gameplay itself, really good. Enjoy the base building as well. Sadly, got no chat. Yeah, so, I had to do this. So, YouTube itself, you have to go onto YouTube, and if the stream doesn't load chat, you have to move out, go back in, drop out, drop back in. I normally have to do it around 3 or 4 times to get chat on YouTube. It's so annoying. Nice. Yeah, it just takes a really long time to get chat onto working. It's a pain in the butt. I'm actually surprised that Fallout 4 has got more votes than the Planet Crafter and Startup Tycoon. I think it is just a sandbox game until they eventually get to a goal. It's a bit like Satisfactory, where it's like, yay, we're going to build this game. Okay, cool. We're going to be adding this stuff. Excellent. And then, like, years later, we're still going to add this stuff. Oh, this is fantastic. It's amazing. Oh, we're going to add some more stuff. Cool. Right. Okay. It just gets to be, there's a lot of work in it. Right, 5 minutes up. End the poll. The votes are locked in. I am playing Foundry tomorrow. There we go. Guys, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for choosing the future of tomorrow's stream. It's most appreciated. By the way, I'll probably end up going to be doing this a little bit more often. Like, next week we might do the same thing. I'll just bring in 4 different other options. So next week I've got the Recycling Centre video going out. I am going to be doing a video for Sword and Shield, which is a game by Code Horizon. So if you haven't checked this out, by the way, Sword and Shield is a blacksmithing game made by Code Horizon, and basically the way you earn more steel is you go on the battlefield and loot people's bodies for the steel to make stuff. That's the premise of the entire game. You're the blacksmith for a town. So I don't know if you can actually buy stuff. It's playtesting right now. So you can go and playtest this game if you really want. Give your opinions. They've got their own feedback stuff. The other one I want to do video-wise is called Screwdrivers. So it's a bit like playing with Lego Technic. It's a race. It's basically a vehicle game. You build your own vehicles. You do time trials and stunt runs and all that stuff. And it's that same sort of thing. So it's something I'm looking into. The reason why is because I might just do this for my own fun and games. But I genuinely like building things like this. And it does look pretty cool. So, simple, but effective. Build your own cars out of Lego Technics. See how things go. And you can get the demo for this now. Because I'm on the I've got the demo for this. Because I was like, hey, this looks pretty cool. I'll give this a run. See what happens. I think you can race online as well. but it comes out this year. So occasionally I might be running into this game, even just playing online. We go from there. But yeah, this one here, E-Startup, I might do another video. If you guys want to see another video, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one. I do like it. It is a pretty cool little game. It's just one of those. And then obviously at the end of the week, we're on Gold Mining Sim. So yeah, for a whole month, we're going to be doing that. And that's the big one. So next Friday, I will probably be like a little bit into this already. And I'll be like, okay, I've already picked up my boxes. I've already started digging. We're all good. Don't worry. And then I'll just carry on from there. I'll probably be streaming next Friday. Next Saturday, we'll be doing Gold Mining Sim. Next Sunday night, I'll be doing Gold Mining Sim. During the week, it's going to be a little bit harder for like keeping updates because of like I go to the gym, kids, and so on and so forth. I'll see if I can do like a 2-hour, 3-hour stream here and there just to basically keeping up appearances. Main streams will be the Friday and the Saturday ones to show where I'm up to and so on and so forth. So that's the plan. That's the whole thing. So guys, thank you very much for kicking by. This has been Hybridsteel. I'll be playing Foundry tomorrow because of all you. And I want to say thank you very much for kicking by. Thank you very much for choosing the cars I'm going to be working on as well for the next couple of episodes of the Rusty Nuts Garage. And I'll see you all later. I'm going to say peace out. Have fun. Enjoy everything you guys do. And have a great rest of your evening. A boom. Fist bump to you.